Here we go. Welcome to the Nursing Home Warrior podcast. I'm Paulie Moran.
I'm Danielle Lieblein.
Today's very special guest is Danielle Lieblein, the Nursing Home Warrior. We're going to change it up a little bit today. I've got some sneaky surprise questions that Danielle agreed to answer today.
A little nervous, I'm not going to lie. I don't know what you're going to ask me.
Don't be nervous. It's nothing bad.
I have no idea what you're going to ask me.
It's nothing terrible. Should we talk about silver threads a little bit before?
Oh, absolutely. Let's talk about it.
So we got a ton of stuff.
From Sonia. Sonia and Laura, thank you so much once again. I feel like between the two shipments, there was like 40 boxes maybe?
There were 30 boxes the first shipment to my shop and 22 the second.
Oh,
the FedEx guy's like, what's going on here?
Wow. And it's all brand new stuff.
Yes.
And they're great. I mean, I don't know if we could ever say thank you enough to them.
No, we can't thank you enough.
No.
And some very festive stuff, too.
Yes, some really great Christmas stuff.
Yes. We've got regular, normal donations. Leo and Rosemary dropped us off some stuff today.
Thank you.
Tara Carlin from the Harmony Bar has, I think, 40 pairs of pajama bottoms for us.
Absolutely amazing. So where is the Harmony Bar?
Levittown.
Okay.
Newbridge Road in Levittown. Great place to go. Good bartenders, good company.
You're there?
I'm there. Yes, you can come see me. I'll sign autographs if you like.
Okay.
Somebody somewhere might want one.
Actually, you can keep Nursing Home Warrior shirts in your car, and if they come and they see you can give it to them.
Yes.
You can do that.
We can do that. We also sell you a sweatshirt, too, if you want. But we have to work that one out.
Yes. So we have the pop-up shop coming up on Tuesday in the Bronx, which is super exciting. So really looking forward to that. I did confirm with the social worker today that we're good for Tuesday. We should be there at about 11 o'clock. We should start at 11. We should probably get there about 9:30.
Yeah, it's going to take a little time to set up.
Yeah, very exciting.
We got to figure out, too, what we're doing for a van.
Right.
We got to get Home Depot or U-Haul.
Right. Or if
maybe they'll see this and sponsor us.
Right. You're funny today. Okay.
All right, so you ready?
I am ready. Go ahead.
Okay.
I'm a little nervous.
Don't be nervous. It's nothing bad.
Okay, go ahead. Oh, boy.
So
is it going to be hard?
Well, if it's hard, maybe you should change jobs. So you're a registered, certified, licensed dietitian. That sounds like it's very difficult to get. I don't know if many people know exactly what that is.
Oh, this is super easy.
First one's easy, always easy.
So, yes, I am a registered, certified nutritionist, and what is CDN? Certified Dietitian Nutritionist, and pretty much all that means is that I went to a lot of school to learn a lot of stuff, and there's different places you could go into as a dietitian, right? You could work in acute care, you could work in end-of-life care like I do, you can work in the school system, you can work in pretty much anywhere where there's food. So what I do in long-term care, though, is I try to make sure that the resident has all their nutritional needs are being met, whether it's by a feeding tube or by an IV. Most of the time it is orally by mouth, and there's always some challenges that come with that. So through my education, some of the things I learned are medications that interact with food. You have to learn how to figure out their diabetic medication with when they're eating. People are obese, some people have protein calorie malnutrition. So my job is to look at the whole picture of the resident, how they eat, how they chew, how they swallow, what their past history looks like, what medications are they on, and put that all together into a plan of care. And most importantly is discuss it with the resident and the family and make sure they're on the same plan of care. So if somebody is obese and they come in and they don't want to lose weight, then me putting them on a weight loss diet is going to mean nothing, right? So it really is about finding out what their needs are and going forward with that. A lot of people are on hemodialysis, so it's conversations with the dialysis center to find out what their weight gains are between treatments and what their labs look like. So to be a dietitian in long-term care pretty much looks like, and I say this all the time, it's like being a detective. I have to take information from different places and put it together into my plan of care and discuss it with the resident and see if that's what they want.
I was going to say, like, you have to pay attention to the lab work and everything like that's all
Labs,
important, so you know.
medication.
So you're in constant contact with the physicians, with the doctors.
Yeah, and doctors in long-term care are really, they do like dietitians because we come to them with a lot. Like they have maybe they gained 5 pounds in a month, which is not necessarily a good thing or a bad thing. It could be, it depends on who the resident is. It could be fluid gain, which would be a bad thing. It could be that they started eating and we wanted them to gain the weight. So the doctors and the dietitian in the nursing home are very close, and they're very supportive of our discipline. So it's
Well, like
nice.
you mentioned, if they didn't gain 5 pounds in the last 10 months, and then all of a sudden this month they gain 5 pounds, that's sending up the red flag.
100%. And we have to figure out why that happened. And that's really the dietitian's job, is to put everything together and see what happened at that point.
And when you started this, did you pick working in a nursing home? Like, what made you want to want to work in a nursing home and not a hospital?
Was that one of your questions? Because I love
That's
it.
not on here.
Oh, okay. So
This one just came up.
when I was 17 years old, somebody I knew came up to me and said, hey, the nursing home is paying, I think it was like $7.54 an hour. Do you want to work there? And I'm like, yes, I totally want to work there. It was like 1987, where I think minimum wage was like $3.55 an hour. So I was like, yeah, I do want to do it. So I went to the nursing home and literally fell in love with the community, the environment, the vibe, the whole entire thing, and really never left the nursing home.
That's great.
So 17 and I'm 54. If you did the math, you would figure that out.
I wasn't going to do the math.
Okay, so it's like, I think it's like 30-something years I've been in nursing homes, and I honestly would not pick another setting to work in.
Well, I guess it's good. And is that what really inspired you to start Nursing Home Warrior?
So,
Which also, too, we should explain Nursing Home Warrior and Silver Threads are two separate things. Nursing
no,
Home
they're
Warrior.
really not.
But one is part different of the
Well,
other.
yeah, yes. So, well, Nursing Home Warrior is the actual charity, right? So the reason why I started it was because I recently read a statistic that there's close to 17,000 nursing homes in America. And that translates to about 1.7 million certified nursing home beds in America. And I worked in different counties. I worked in different boroughs, I should say. And I noticed that a lot of people don't get visitors. And I've noticed that when I worked in the Bronx and when I worked in Brooklyn, the limited visitation, not because they didn't love their family member, maybe it was because of the transportation, right? Like getting there was no parking, they had to get a bus or a subway or a train, whatever it is. And on Long Island, there's definitely a little bit more I've noticed as far as visitation goes. But let's even say that there's 40% of them get visitors. That's 60% of 1.7 million people.
Have
which,
nobody coming to see
again,
them.
cannot do the math because I just don't do math very well. But that is a lot of people that do not have somebody advocating for them, right? Then not having a voice. So Nursing Home Warrior was created so that these people can be heard. Now, we're having a challenge right now because we're not big enough to get to all of them, right? So we have social media, and we're on social media. We're on Facebook. We're on Bobby's channel. And these residents don't see that. So it's sort of a challenge for us right now to figure out how we're going to get to those residents. Because they need a voice, but how do we tell them we're here for them?
Say, listen, I need your help.
Right. So we're going to have to somehow figure this out because they need us.
We'll get it done. You know, we're growing. We're figuring this out in your apartment and your mom's garage. But we're getting there.
So true.
And so what is your mission for Nursing Home Warrior?
Our mission.
Our mission, yeah. So I'm trying to interview you and make it, you know.
Okay, so our vision is to...
She doesn't like to be called the boss either, but she's absolutely the boss.
I do not like to be called the boss at all. So to empower nursing home residents and their families to advocate, can't even speak today, to advocate for dignity, respect, and quality of care for all the residents. We aim to provide the education support, resources, so that no one feels powerless when navigating this really difficult and sometimes scary world of nursing homes. I guess at the heart of it, it is to ensure that every resident does have a voice.
Yeah, and you said the dignity part of it's very important.
Well, it's extremely dignity.
Yeah.
I mean, without dignity,
Yeah, what's the point?
what's the point?
So what would be your favorite thing? Like, what do you love the most about working in a nursing home?
Besides when I love my coworkers, I love the community. I love the sense of family. So you walk into the nursing home and you work there, you work there 5 days a week. These people become your family, right? They're like, I just started a new job recently, so it's not really family for me yet, but the job that I had just left, I was there for 7 years. So I walk in the building and people are like, oh, how's Jack, my son? Or how's the dog? How's George? And I'll say, who was your visitor this weekend? It's like your
Right,
family.
You're talking about the residents, not,
I'm talking about the
necessarily the staff. The
Right,
staff as well,
the
but
staff
you're
I love.
talking about the residents.
But yeah, I'm talking about the residents. And it's like you're a community, you're a family. And it's great, and it's inspiring, and it makes you feel good, and that they feel good. I had this one resident in my last nursing home would literally come every single morning to sit with me for an hour and just chat. So I would be working because he had a diagnosis of schizophrenia, so he can really just chat, and I didn't have to answer him. But I knew he was coming to see me. He knew I was going to be there, and it was just such a great feeling knowing that we had this exchange every morning.
Yeah, and he looked forward to it, I'm sure.
Yeah, and I looked forward to it.
Yeah.
Like, I absolutely miss this man. I was FaceTiming with him the other last week, and I was just like, oh, man. I just missed him so much. But the truth of the matter is, you are a community, you are a family, you get to know each other and support each other. So I had one couple that got married. I had another couple that they were dating in the nursing home, and one of them passed away. And you had to, you support each other. And I think that that's the best part of working in a nursing home is the residents and the community, the neighborhood, the family that you create with them.
I'm surprised. I think that's great that you're allowed to date in a nursing home.
I wasn't dating them.
Not you, no, but like the residents
Of
can just
course.
go and do their thing.
Well, wait.
No, you just said,
Yes, yes, they
I don't
do.
know.
And they're residents that live together, male and female, because they both want to live together. This is their house. This is their home. And we have to make every accommodation to make it comfortable for them. So, yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, I love it.
See?
I love it. I love the
I
family.
hope everybody else learns something too about this.
The nursing
It
home
doesn't
is
end
where
when you go into a nursing home. You still rock and roll.
What is wrong with you? Seriously.
I'm telling you, not everybody knows you can date in a nursing home. I bet you if we took a poll, if anybody would answer it, more people would be on my side that they had no idea you could date in a nursing home. I'm telling you.
Well, they don't date. They don't go out to the movies. They don't do that. When I say date, I mean
they go to dinner. They go to whatever movie night.
Right. They sit together at activities, and they sit together at their meals, and sometimes they sleep in the same room together. But it's nice. It's very sweet. It's nice. But we are a family, and when one of them hurts, the other one's hurt. And when you get to love them so much, and when you see one of them is hurting and in pain emotionally or even physically, right? You hear so much at the hospital, and you're like, what happened to them?
Are they going to be okay?
And you feel it. You feel it in your bones, and it's just, I don't want to say it's a beautiful thing, but it's a beautiful thing that you have that connection with them.
So I think maybe we'll take a break now and hear from Lifeback and Empire Chevrolet, because the next question might be
Automotive Group.
What if you don't approve?
Empire Automotive Group.
What'd I say?
Chevrolet. They have more than just
they have
Chevys.
Empire Chevy.
You only think of your own truck.
I have a GMC. But yes, I think we should take a break because the next question might take you a little time to answer.
Okay, great.
Empire Automotive Group is about people, their families, and their dreams. we strive to create meaningful connections. To be bold. To embrace evolution. Wherever the road might lead us. And to build trust with our employees, customers, and their families. Empire Automotive Group, accelerating the lives of future generations of drivers.
Protect your family. Buy LifeVac now.
Thank you, Dad.
That was us over 10 years ago.
Now LifeVac is responsible for saving over 4,000 lives from choking.
In the time it takes you to pick up the phone and call, another life could be saved.
The LifeVac saved my life in 1 to 2 seconds.
Protecting families has always been our mission. I'm sure you love your family like I love my daughter. Do us all a favor and get your own LifeVac now.
Go to lifevac.net or call 877-LifeVac. Order now.
And we're back. Thank you, LifeVac. Thank you, Arthur, for everything you do for us. If it wasn't for you, we wouldn't be on this beautiful set.
That's absolutely true. Thank you, Michael Brown. If anyone's looking to buy a vehicle, I would go to Empire Automotive Group. Absolutely. You can trust him.
The best. So earlier we talked about you been in working in a nursing home for over 35 years. We spoke about all the good parts. Obviously, there's probably been some tragic parts. Is there anything that has really stuck with you that maybe you can't shake off?
There's definitely a few things that I feel like I can't get out of my head. But if I had to really think of, I got one. So this was like circa 1997 in Brooklyn, and we had a resident who suffered from dementia. The privacy curtains, the curtains that you pull when you're sharing a room with someone, she actually got herself caught up in one, and she hung herself.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, no one could see that coming. It was obviously not the nursing home's fault at all, or the residents' fault for that matter.
Yeah, I was going to say.
It was no one's fault, but it was absolutely tragic that this is how this woman died. Absolutely tragic, because she was just kept going around and around and around, and
that's terrible.
Horrible.
And then that's the thing too, like there's really nothing you could do to come of that to like, okay, well, since that happened, we made this better or we didn't do this,
so
outside of getting rid of privacy curtains.
So what we did do on the dementia unit, because she was on a dementia unit, was we pulled back the curtains when they weren't being used.
So that they couldn't reach them? Or...
We did tie them back so that they, because they didn't need them closed all the time. They needed it when they were getting changed, like for privacy. But we did.
But they weren't in there alone when they were getting changed anyway. Somebody would be helping them,
right?
Usually.
Well, yeah.
So they come in close
100%. Yeah. So that's what we did. We ended up tying back the curtains, but horrible tragedy for this. I mean.
Yeah, that's incredibly sad.
No one saw that coming, And I will tell you, I've been in nursing home since 1997 when I think it happened. I've never experienced it again, and I never heard of it experiencing again. So it was just like something really bad just really bad.
Yeah, that's it. I'm sorry, but I guess it leads into this question a little bit. Do you think nursing homes are understaffed? Back to comedy now.
I want to say yes, but I know the nursing homes are going to be mad at me, but again, that's okay. So CMS, which is the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid Services, they have ratios for how much nursing is supposed to be per resident. And I think it's like 3.6 hours, 3.7 hours per resident.
Per day?
Per shift. I believe it's per shift. But it doesn't matter, because the bottom line is if your residents aren't getting the care that they need, then you're short-staffed, right? I mean, we can say that there's 100 other reasons why that doesn't happen. We could talk about the competency of the staff. We could talk about the oversight of the staff. Is somebody looking out to make sure it's there? But the bottom line is that the residents need care. And let's just say, for instance, I'm a nurse's aide and I have 4 rooms to take care of, and that's 8 residents. I have to get them up, brush their teeth, get them dressed, feed them, put them in a wheelchair. Some of them need showers. Some of them need more care. I can't do all of you at one time, right? I can do you, and then I can do the next person, I can do the next one. But what happens if the first person needs me again?
Yeah, or it takes a little longer, something happened.
Right. So do I think nursing homes are understaffed? I'm going to go with yes, I do. I think that they're understaffed. I think according to CMS, they may not be. I think according to ownership, they may not be. But that's when directors, administrators need to come in and say to owners, listen, this quality of care that we're missing here, let's do this right.
Yeah.
And that's what you look for. That's what I look for when I work with an administrator, is somebody who is powerful and strong, who will fight for the residents and who will go up against the owners and say, this is not okay. I get the CMS says the ratio is correct. I get the Department of Health doesn't care because you're doing everything right.
Yeah, by the book, the rules of the book, but not everything should be by the book.
But walk the halls, right?
Yes,
Walk
yes.
the halls and look, these people need an extra hand. So it comes down to ownership, I guess, and how much they want to go above and beyond what the ratios actually say.
Well, even like you said, for them to feed, even if it's half, like for you to feed 4 people breakfast, you're not going to do that in 10 minutes. So, you know, the first person's getting a nice hot breakfast. The 4th person, their breakfast might not be so hot.
And temperatures of food in nursing homes is a major challenge. So it usually leaves the kitchen hot. And then it goes to the unit. They have to pass out, let's say they have to pass out 20 trays. And let's say they're busy.
It's difficult.
Let's say they're all doing something, right? They're all doing patient care, and the tray's there. Maybe the trays stay up there for 10 minutes before they even passed out. That 20th tray is going to be cold.
Yeah.
No matter what we do, right? And we put hot pellets on the bottom, we heat the plates, and we do everything possible. And we could do everything 100% correct. They're still going to be, they're not going to be a temperature.
Yeah, so maybe a couple extra people wouldn't hurt.
Right.
So as an advocate, what has been the hardest barrier you've faced with trying to improve residents' quality of life?
So I'm an advocate in 2 ways, right? So I'm an advocate when I work in the nursing home, and I advocate for my residents. And that is not so difficult because I'm in everybody's face all the time. You know, I'm not always the most loved person in the nursing home to ownership or administration, because I'm always screaming or yelling. Not screaming or yelling, but you know,
Well, you're
I have a
patient
voice.
first.
Right. It's always my patient first. And I'll go to the supervisor and I'll say, this is whatever, A, B, and C. I think as an advocate outside, what I find in my experience, because I've been doing this for some time now, is getting to that administrator and the people I want to talk to. So what usually happens when I advocate for somebody, they sign a HIPAA form which says that I have the right to talk to people on their behalf. And sometimes I might even say I want to see the medical record, which I'm allowed to see because I do have that HIPAA paper. But getting to the administrator is always difficult, and getting to the director of nursing is difficult, and not because of any other reason, but they think I'm going to be their adversary. What they don't understand is I don't want to fight with them. I want to come to a happy medium.
Yeah, so you have a common goal.
Right, and I think what people also don't understand when they hear that I'm an advocate is I've worked in nursing homes forever. I know what's possible and what's not possible, right? And I say this to families all the time, like, sorry, that's not going to happen.
Right.
I mean, I wish that would happen, but like, you know, you want to see the GI doctor tomorrow, then you might have to take your family to the GI doctor, because that doesn't happen in a nursing home like that. Nobody's waiting on the 3rd floor for you to say,
in a van, oh no, just get in here.
It's not going to happen like that. So I think what administrators and directors of nursing need to understand is I'm not there to argue or to fight with anybody. I am there to come to a happy medium, right? A compromise is when you give something up, I give something up, and we meet in the middle. And just to have that dialogue going. And for me as an advocate, I find that kind of difficult.
Makes sense. So with Nursing Home Warrior, what is your long-term plan? And like, what would be the dream for Nursing Home Warrior?
The dream.
Wouldn't it be neat to have silver threads in every nursing home? They could just wander into the store and pick what they wanted.
I would love that. I think the dream for Nursing Home Warrior, and Silver Threads being one of the projects that we do, is to start a movement to reach across the United States of America. Like, if we're talking dream, right? We're talking dream.
No, it's dream, yes.
Okay,
yes.
so we're talking about getting partnerships with businesses, partnerships, you know, like Target, Costco, getting partnerships with Walmart, getting partnerships with these big companies who want to give us their clothing that they're not using. Maybe to get partnerships with schools, right, where we can have kids go in and do some kind of, I don't know, volunteer work, but we organize that. Maybe getting together with some community groups, right, because even elderly people who are in, like, let's say a senior center, they might want to volunteer. But like for us to get into those places and spread out that way, and to get the resident who has nobody and who's not on social media to somehow hear our name and know that they can call us, and that we're going to fight for them and that we're going to be their voice.
Well, maybe, it's to be present in every nursing home, so they don't need social media to see us. Like, they'll walk down the hall and they'll see a Nursing Home Warrior sign on the thing, or a bag or something like that. Or, staff wearing shirts.
That's the dream. That would be the dream.
So with what you were saying, how can people get involved?
So right now, I guess the easiest way to get involved would be to donate money, because as you know, we definitely need money. We're going to be renting a van/truck, I guess, for Thursday.
Yeah, I think we'll be okay with
Tuesday.
a van.
I don't know why I keep saying Thursday.
Yeah, it's Tuesday.
Yeah. Okay. So that would be one way, is to donate money, and you can do that right on my Facebook page. It's very easy to do that. And again, 100% of the money goes to the charity. It doesn't go to me or to Paulie.
Yeah, 100% of it definitely goes to that.
Yes. The second way would be to start a clothing drive in your community. So remember that guy Wynn?
Yes.
He did a clothing drive,
Yes.
and all his neighbors were giving him all those awesome clothing. So another way you can help out is to contact either Paulie or myself, and we'll help you set up some sort of a clothing drive, and we'll give you the flyers and maybe just pass them around and say, look, I'm supporting Nursing Home Warrior, and this is what they do, and if you'd like to help, because that is another way that they can help us.
That's what my cousin's trying to do on her floor at St. Francis Hospital.
Tell me, what is she doing?
She's trying to get a clothing drive. They do a charity every month, and she's trying to get us as their charity.
That's fantastic. Thank you. That's fantastic. So that would be another way to help out. And I guess, spread the word, right? So, my mother's in a nursing home. Oh, your mother's in a nursing home. You should probably call Paulie or Danielle and have a conversation with them if things aren't going the way that you want.
Yeah, if you need any information, any help.
Right. So, I think those are some good ways to help us, to help donate and volunteer and spread the word.
So if there was one thing you could take a magic wand and change about a nursing home, what would it be? Just one? We don't have that much time, otherwise I would have started with that question, and we would have only had one question today. Okay, so food is number one, because I think food is life, and I'm going to try to speak quickly and not go off on a tangent. So when someone goes into a nursing home, they look for recreational activities and for food, right? Because what else are you going to do all day? Well, everybody likes food. Right. You go out to dinner for a nice dinner, it's like, oh, that was good. Right, so I would like to see owners put more money into food. I think I've said this before, that some nursing homes go as low as $7 a day. Per person, yeah. Per person, and I've seen others up to $13, which is much nicer, but I would still like to see it a little bit higher, because food makes a huge difference in people's lives. And that's a big thing. The second thing, though, is very interesting, and I have a minute and a half to talk about it, is I've been listening to this podcast app on my way to work every day, because I work 45 minutes from my home and 45 minutes back. That's a lie. 45 miles one way and 45 miles the other way, so that's an hour and a half. And what I've been hearing about is communication, and I've been learning about communication and effective communication. I would like to see owners put some money into the staff and teaching them how to communicate with the residents and with the families, because you could walk up to a nurse who's very, very busy, and could stand and be like, okay, what do you want? And just answer them and walk away, where the resident's family member or the resident's feeling like, well, that was kind of crappy. Yeah, rude or... Right. Yeah. Instead, spending the time to have a conversation, smile, look professional, feel confident, and addressing their needs, because I think that would cut out a lot of anxiety that I see with these families. There's a lot of anxiety when someone comes into a nursing home, and I think if they saw somebody who looked like they knew what they were talking about and was kind and approachable, it would be less. Yeah. So I would kind of like to see, if I had a magic wand, better food and
ownership putting some money into teaching the staff better, clear communication so we can bridge the gap of maybe the anxiety that the resident's family has or the resident, and really just make that a smooth transition.
Yeah, because you would think when the family's at ease, the resident's going to be at ease. When the family's worked up, I can't believe this is that, they're going to get the resident upset, and then it's just a
Well, thank you,
downhill.
Paulie. Thank you,
And that was
Paulie, for interviewing me.
That's my first interview ever.
That was my first interview ever, too. So thank you, everybody. And
Yes.
please watch for the pop-up shop. And if you know a nursing home that would like a pop-up shop, please let us know.
Thank you, guys. Thank you all for your help and your donations.
Da 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 da